Guys, I'm waiting for you to join. I can see some of you are already in, but I can't see any comments in the live chat section. But thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your presence. If this is your first time watching, kindly consider subscribing and turn the notification bell on so that you can be notified whenever I upload, I premiere, whenever there is something happening on this space. But of course, for all of you that have already subscribed, thank you so much. Just a polite request, kindly like the live stream. And if you've not subscribed to my other channel, the link is in the description box below. Kindly do so. I'll really appreciate. My moderators, thank you so much. Live chat gang, premier gang, all of you. Of course, you know, I'm always full of gratitude for the support that you show me out here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, guys, without even wasting time, let's get to the video. Nataka nataka umpatie ule. Si lazima hata akitoka job. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry I'm back. What is happening? I'm supposed to be having a bigger screen. Lord have mercy. Yes, this is supposed to be bigger. So guys, let's get to the video. Ash, thank you so much. I see you. Same to Louisiana. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're so much welcomed. You're so much welcomed on the front seat. So guys, just a minute. Will you give it to him? Yeah, please. No, there's no problem. You just share with him. I think it's supposed to be 12:47. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. Fekere, good morning to you too. You said that Can Chat will be back. We'll be waiting. Thank you for tuning in. Miss Optimistic, good morning to you too. What is happening? I'm supposed to be having a bigger screen here. Yeah, it's supposed to be that way. Yes. Oh my God, did I come out here earlier today? What is happening? But thank you so much, Angela, my moderator. I really appreciate you. So guys, this is what is happening a lot, from Mura Senso to Madam P to Priska Sagati to the cousins drama. Hey, a lot is happening. Where do I start from? The first clip, the one on the screen. That is what I'll be starting with, because blessed day to you too, Angela. Guys, I'll be talking with someone in the background for just a few minutes, but I'm out here. Yeah, Vimwelu, thank you so much. Good afternoon to you too. Miss Optimistic, did I appreciate you? Thank you. Thank you for joining. Kindly share your likes, guys. I really appreciate. So, guys, I was so shocked, super shocked. I don't know if you want. Okay, it's okay. I don't know if you already noticed, guys, but the construction that Mura Senso did at grandma's place, hey, it's crazy, I'm telling you. And Priska Sagati is out here unraveling. Hey, the worst sides of that construction, when you paint, the time that Mura Senso painted that home, or rather that house, the moment that Mura Senso furnished, it appeared perfect. You'd think that he did a good job. You'd think so. But I'm telling you, it's so far from something ordinary. So far. Mhm. Just give him, please. Guys, when I tell you that the way Priska Sagati is out here exposing Mura Senso on a very big screen, I'm like, yes, Sagati, here we go. Do the best, because we want to know. The fault that we came out here and realized was Mura Senso did not wait for the home to cure. He didn't wait. And what else? It was about what? The materials were very substandard. And I'm talking about the bricks. And I'm talking about what else? I think the cement was rained on. It was a lot. But now when we come to the interior of the house, hey, here we go. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to multitask. The job was done too fast, yes. But now, guys, when it comes to the interior part of the house, we could not know, or rather, we didn't know. We just knew about what we could see on camera. But now Priska Sagati is exposing Mura Senso, and I'm watching Priska, and I'm like, Priska Sagati, you need to tread very, very wisely, because the moment Marwa will realize that you're exposing him, hey, you'll be in for a very rude awakening, because this is what Sagati did, called a plumber, because apparently Marwa's fans have been complaining to Sagati to do the corrections. Of course, as you can see on the screen, we have the washroom. And guess what Mura Senso did? Let's assume that those are the corners. Of course, you can see he placed, what do we call that part? Of course, this one that you can see, let me point it out. I'm sorry. What do you call this one? I've forgotten. The toilet seat right here in the middle, because the other corner is here and the other one is right here. Can you imagine Mura Senso placed it in the middle? I don't know if I should be blaming Mura or should I be blaming the previous plumber. I don't know who to blame. Or is it the same guy? But of course, I'll have to blame Marwa, because Marwa was right there. Marwa believes that he's an engineer and he was supposed to notice the mistakes. Before I get ahead of myself, this is what happened. Marwa placed a shower in the middle of that washroom. And when you're taking a shower, the water is right above the toilet, right here, the toilet seat, right here. It's impossible to use that washroom. And of course, Marwa's fans realized through Priska's video, and they sent Priska some money to do the corrections. The entire house, the entire washrooms in that home, because I believe it's I think 4 or 5. Yeah. Mura Senso did too much. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm talking to someone doing something in the background. So, guys, just imagine, I don't know if you've gotten the picture, but the shower is um, right above the toilet seat, right here, right above. And of course, Grandma, I think, told Sagati that it's impossible to use the washroom, because any moment you have the tap running, the shower running, The entire place is wet. Like it's a mess. And I think Sagati does not understand that Mura Sensor will not like it. Because, of course, Mura Sensor did all this to be praised. Number one, for learning very quick. And number two, to be praised of working on 19 days, finish up the projects very quickly. But now when he's being exposed of the rubbish kind of work that he did, I'm very sure that he'll not be happy. Thank you so much. Or at least if you have to combine the toilet from the shower, it's supposed to be, at least the toilet should be at one end and the shower to be at the other end. But Mura Sensor placed it in the same place. And they are now redoing. Can you imagine they have to get rid of those tiles? They have to get rid of the, what else? That toilet seat. Is that the right term, guys? I stand to be corrected, but this thing right here, we call it a toilet seat right here. This one. Can you imagine this guy has to move it because the shower is right above the toilet? Hey, it's a mess. And when you see Mura Sensor coming out here to praise himself, you'll not believe the kind of mess that he did at that construction. But of course, they were working on a budget so that they can get enough money to import their Palusa horses. Of course, they had to do some shoddy work. But at the same time, when I look at it, I'm like, it's just the inexperience, because these people believe that you just watch someone doing something and you come and do it. You don't have the skills, you don't have anything that will support that work. Because when I look at it, I don't think Mura Sensor needed an extra budget to do the right work. It was all about placing the toilet seat in the right place, placing the shower in the right place. But of course, Mura, the fake engineer, was not aware, didn't have the skills to do what he was supposed to do. So Sagati said that the fans have been complaining to an extent that they had to get money. They had to get the money sent Sagati so that Sagati can do the right thing. Sagati. The moment Mura Sensor will know that you're opening his nyash, oh my God, he will come for you. Madam Parasite will come out and call you Parasite times 10, because she is currently dealing with the parasites in the villa. And of course, I loved Mura's recent video, because I saw Rosio's fans were trying to recoin the narrative, or rather the insults that Rosio came out here with. Because this is what Rosio's fans have been saying. Oh no, Rosio did not call the villagers parasites. She just she was referring to the negative people. But I'm like, hey, were we watching the same person? Because Rosio came out and called everyone that was in that villa parasites. Anyway, I'm digressing on a very high level. I'm digressing. Let's move to something else. When it comes to that washroom, toilet, whatever you want to refer to it, that is a mess. I wanted to laugh. I wanted to feel embarrassed on his behalf. I didn't know what to do, honestly. That is some saga right there. Lady D, you said that it will get worse. Mayugno's first house was rubbished, and in a recent video, he said there were issues. Yeah, it's a guys. Thank you, Lady D, for joining. Quasi Max, you said, oh, good morning to you too. It's about to get worse and worse and worse. Griffins, thank you so much. You said that the tiles will have to go, but the toilet and the basins can be removed and replaced. Oh, yeah, because I had that guy on the screen. I don't know if he's a plumber, he's a mason, or both, but he said that He has to get rid of the tiles, has to rearrange that toilet, place the basin in the right place, this and that. Do proper design, not Marwa'S shenanigans. I even saw Rosio's TV stand. That is not a TV stand. That is some outdated, is it cupboards, cabinets, sitting room, wall unit? Not even a wall unit, movable unit. It's not even used because the TV is bigger than that thing that Rosio spent. I don't know, $200 of people's donations. It's a mess, I'm telling you. That thing has been placed on a very, I don't know, outside or where, because you cannot use it. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. There is this thing, wall unit or something, that has a space for the TV. It cannot be utilized because the TV is bigger than that space on that thing, movable thing. Mura Sensei and Rosio were doing their own shenanigans. They don't understand what they were doing, but because they had the money, they had to do something here and there to show that they are utilizing the money. Thank you so much, Griffins, for tuning in once again. I really appreciate you. Alice Queen, I see you. And at the same time, they really fear Marwa because I've not seen those comments in Marwa's videos. Of course, I've not checked the entire comment section, but I was expecting that whenever Marwa is on a live stream, they'll come with the complaints. But no, they went to Priska Sagati, corrected the mistakes with their own money. Oh, okay, you can move it. Yes. Guys, correcting with their own money, they are a mess. They need a shower separate. Okay, we talked about that. Joyce, thank you for tuning in. You're greeting us. Greetings to you too. Who else? Who else? I think Angela, did I appreciate your presence? Oh yeah, you said you're preparing to go to work. Uh-huh. So guys, let's continue. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've shared your likes. I really appreciate. Enough of Sagati's expose because that was well needed. Let's go to the cousins just for a few minutes, just to mention. I don't know if you've been keeping updated on these people's saga. You see these people on the screen? No, let me click on that part. Nyabwanze village. Yeah, I'm talking about this guy, about the other guy. Let me play. I'm talking about Daniel, Robbie in Chacha. Of course, they were fighting, but they came out and solved their problems. I believe that is the best thing to do, honestly, because it's a win-win situation. Because when they were falling apart, the same to donors. The donors were divided. Some were picking Daniel, some were picking the brother. So I think that is the best thing to do for them. But when it comes to Priska Sagati, because when they were talking in that reconciliation meeting, you watch these people and you're like, you're supposed to be given a Netflix show. I'll subscribe to it. So guys, when they were in that reconciliation meeting, Priska Sagati said that, oh, you know me, I love reconciling people. I think Daniel said that I don't like conflicts. I don't know what the rest said. But I was watching Priska Sagati and I'm like, Priska, can you stop pretending? I know you decided to reconcile those cousins because if there is someone that was losing in that fight, was Priska Sagati. Because guys, Priska Sagati was picking Chachatel's side. And don't forget that majority of the heavy donors, Marwa's fans were picking Daniel's side. So if things were to remain as such, so if things were to remain as such, of course, Sagati would have lost, because people that were supporting Daniel will not donate to Sagati, because Sagati is picking the other side of Robbie and the brother Chacha tells. So that is what transpired. The cousins are in good terms. I think they even had a reconciliation party or something.
So you were told don't enter, the house is not yet?
Let me give them a clue. The grandma told me that I'm mopping, let the house to dry fast. And most of people don't understand Swahili well. So when they see the reaction of Shosh, they say that no, don't enter here, let it to dry fast.
They are saying,
Daniel, you cannot reverse what happens. What happened? We saw it on camera. So enough. You guys have reconciled. That is the best thing that you did for yourselves, And I believe that if you didn't reconcile, the people that were about to lose big time is Sagati and Chacha Tales and the brothers. So you did well for that.
Like Catholic. So when you follow him to
yeah, he was a Catholic.
when you follow him to his church.
Guys, these people are so dramatic. You can see they are eating together. Finally, after the fight. And of course, that goes to show that when you fight with someone, you never know. You might reconcile in future. Don't come out here and iron your dirty linen. Because, of course, you remember Chacha and the brother, they came out here and said everything about Daniel, the negative sides of Daniel. So, I think Daniel was the one that lost, because they came out here and exposed him. But now they're together. Daniel is trying to to recoin what we saw on a video, trying to say that no, grandma was not mean to me. She was. We saw it. But of course, let me not talk about it further, because they're happy. I'm happy for you guys, because at the end of the day, you're our brothers, and you brought us the entertainment. You gave us something to talk about. Let's move on to something else. What is the next drama? Yeah, people were unsubscribing, even on Sagati's end. And of course, she had to come out here with some smartness. Sagati had to come out here with some smartness, and she delivered. Reconcile these people so that people cannot choose or pick sides. Easily manipulated. Nixon, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your presence. You're greeting us. Greetings to you too. I think we are done with Sagati's saga, are we? Yeah, that was it. Basically exposing Marwa, because Marwa did some nonsense when it comes to constructing that house, at least from what we saw on Sagati's video. And of course, we also saw when the process was still going on, the wet blocks, everything was just a mess. You cannot construct a serious home in 19 days. Mura Sensor, you did yours for almost 5 years. What made you comfortable? Huh? To come out here and rush someone else's home, it's not your money. Just rush it so that you can come to the internet and brag. We did it, 19 days, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. Sorry. Anyway, we move on to the next thing. Daniel, Ellis Queen, you said that Daniel is shameless. Why was he complaining, telling grandma that she told someone else she's not comfortable with Daniel? I think he has forgotten, or he's just trying to save face of the rest of the crew. So the walls of the rough and raw. Oh, you're talking about grandma's home? Yeah, everything is a mess. I believe so. Everything. So let's move to Madam P, Madam Parasite, the parasite of all parasites. I'm not being mean. Rosio is out here calling us names. Why not give her the same energy? So let me pull up that screen before we continue. Whew. So guys, let's move to Rosio. So this is what happened. Rosio is apparently a farmer, but no, of course, content after content. Planting some hay for the horses. Finally, after how long? I think it's been more than 2 years since people came out here complaining that you're abusing your animals. You're not feeding them, but you want to ride them. Oh, African sunset, blah, blah, blah. But the horses that you're riding are perishing. So that is what she did. But now, this is the drama of the day when it comes to Rosio. Can you imagine that she planted the hay? Hay is horses' food. I think you can even feed your cows. You think so? Yeah, yeah. So, can you imagine that she planted in Jamaican uncle's land? Does it ring a bell? Exactly what they did for the late Jamaican Jamaican grandma's land. They plant their bananas. How do you do that? Guys, how do you do that? Marwa has plenty of fields out there. It would even make a bit of sense when it comes to, it does not make sense, but at least I'll say maybe we can understand when it comes to Jamaican grandma's land. But what about Jamaican uncle? That guy is still alive. That guy is using his property when it comes to construction, this and that. But Rosio came out here and said that my piece of land that she allegedly bought is occupied by, I think someone planted some maize there. And I was thinking, Rosio, what about your second land? Because she came out here and said one was gifted by Congrats dad, and the other one she bought by herself. And of course, I was like, why don't you plant in your other land? This is what she said. Ah, I'm not feeling it. It's so far, and I want something at a closer proximity. Can you imagine? You have your piece of land, very idle, but no, because your husband bought quote unquote for Jamaican uncle, you want to utilize Jamaican uncle's land. And of course, if you're watching and you don't come from Kenya, if you want to plow someone else's land, you're supposed to pay them. You rent that land. But when you see this girl on the screen, that is not what she did. She said that she asked Jamaican uncle, and Jamaican uncle gave them for free. You're a millionaire, but you cannot compensate someone as little as $100. Of course, I'm not sympathizing with Jamaican uncle because we came out and we were like, let these people be milked. Rosio, kanyanga shingo, bado anapumua. That's how we say in Kenya, like continue. Jamaican uncle is still not learning a lesson. Like Rosio, you have your piece of land. Why would you cultivate someone else's land? Of course, you know why? Because I believe deep down, even when you go to Rosio's comment section, they still believe that is their land because Marwa bought. But of course, you know, that was a bribe by Marwa to Jamaican uncle so that Jamaican uncle could not request for his money back. Marwa had to come out here. You owe Jamaican uncle 10,000 USD. You buy a piece of land for less than 2,000 USD. You still owe Jamaican uncle. But of course, because at this point, Marwa has known his donors, he'll just come out here and manipulate the environment. Marwa will come out here and manipulate the environment. Buy a small piece of land, it will shut up Jamaican uncle. And that's what Jamaican uncle does not complain. Even decided to gives some of that money that Marwa is supposed to pay him to the son, to Maisha, 4,000. I think Mura still owes him around 5,000. If you've not been watching this channel, I featured a part where when Jamaican uncle was leaving, this is what Mura said. Jamaican uncle, I'm so sorry. I know you were requesting for us to sit and have a conversation, but I was so busy. Marwa is busy running away so that he does not hear Jamaican uncle requesting for his money back. Now Rosio is doubling it down, cultivating Jamaican uncle's land.
So I was thinking that, okay, I will plant this hay in the land that my father-in-law gave me. But to be honest, it's a little bit far from us. So the most secure is to have it around us where we can take care of and see and check that everything is okay. So we will be planting this hay today at Jamaican uncle's land. He allowed us to use that space, which is just a few meters from us. The other one is like I need to go in a motorcycle to the center of Nyabuhanse, and then it's a little bit inside. It's more near the center. We are not so much near the center. Maybe we are like, let's say 10 minutes in a motorbike, okay? So today we have a tractor. It's coming.
Can you imagine? Lazy, or I don't know what, Rosio. You have your own land, because I don't know if you did agriculture. I'm not an expert, but I'm just assuming that if you till a piece of land for so long without even maybe intercropping or giving it time to nurture or something, how can I say it? You're making the soil infertile. That is why you're supposed to pay someone when you till their land, when you rent their land. But Rosio does not care. Who is Rosio? The queen of Nyabuanze. She's doing too much. We'll get into that. Yeah, that is what she did. Took Jamaican uncle's land, because of course, you know, Jamaican uncle, when Rosio calls him, another parasite from America, can I till your land? Jamaican uncle cannot say no. And they know it. And when you go to Rosio's comment section, a lot of people were calling her out because they were like, Rosio, we know that you guys will take this land, considering that Jamaican uncle cannot rightfully own a land in Kenya. On top of that, hey, you remember when Mura Sensor was in Argentina, this is what he said: when I go back to Kenya, I'll make sure that I give Jamaican uncle legal ownership of that land, change the name to Jamaican uncle. That did not happen. Intentionally, you'd think that, oh, Mura Sensor was so busy. No, he was busy, but he went to Nairobi to pick Rosio when they were fighting, but cannot even create time to spend with Jamaican uncle. So Jamaican uncle, continue. Rosio, you need to go to what? Take those raw materials that Jamaican uncle bought and sell it, because these people do not learn. Do the most. Who cares? Rosio wants to call Rosio wants to call black people parasites and use them at the same time. Kick them out, because in today's video, this is what she said. No, I don't want people in this villa of mine. I just want my family to be staying here. I don't want to see people overstaying. You cannot stay for more than 1 month. That is too much. You think she was talking about that guy alone? No. It goes to Jamaican uncle and any other person. Finding Ian, all of you, you are being addressed. Should we tag you? Finding Ian, should we tag you? You're being addressed out here. So, Chipo, thank you so much for tuning in. You say that Rosio is laboring in vain. She's not going to give Marwa the 10 children. Yeah, even today, I hope I remember. I'll share it again. Thank you for tuning in, Chipo. The land wasn't for Jew to begin with. Yeah, even the name. Legally, it's for Marwa, and it will remain being Marwa'S. Asha Ash, thank you so much for tuning in. And true, thank you. You say that Rosio has been fully recruited to Marwa's coming projects. That is so true. Their hands, you say that they live by no rules. In Jew and these older Jamaicans who go to that village blindly deserve what they get. Exactly. Exactly. Jew should have asked for the title. Marwa was not creating time for Jamaican uncle. He even apologized when Jamaican uncle was leaving. I'm sorry. I know you wanted us to talk, but I was so busy, preoccupied with stealing donors' money. Robina, thank you. You said that Rosio is just lazy, just 10 minutes away. Can you imagine? You have your land 10 minutes away from the villa, but you cannot use it. You'd rather go and make Jamaican uncle's land infertile, because I believe that deep down she's like, oh, these parasites. Kuya, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in. So let's move to something else. I think I'm done with Rosio. Is that the case? Let me confirm. Because I realized that sometimes I forget some receipts out here. But I hope that you've subscribed, guys. I really appreciate so much. Rosio, you have your land, but you cannot. Okay, I think I even forgot to play a receipt by Sagati. Should we go back to Sagati? Yeah. So, of course, as I said, Cecilia, thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, as I said, guys, Priska Sagati is not as innocent as she wants people to see, to view her, because this is what happened. Oh my God. This is what happened. Priska Sagati is basically trying to kick out other YouTubers from Grandma's home, because this is what she said. Oh, I even see some YouTubers coming out here to film, and it's not even safe. I think she said that you're putting me in trouble or endanger my life. And I was like, Sagati, how? Oh my goodness. What the hell? Guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. So guys, let me play that part. I'm sorry. I just feel like playing it. Patrick, thank you. Lisa, thank you. Happy Monday to you too. Let's go back to Sagati, because I'll have to play it. I cannot afford to skip that part. I cannot. I surely cannot. Surely. Beryl. Oh, just a minute, guys. Beryl, can you help me with that? Thank you. I think that is okay. Okay, thank you. Guys, let me pull that receipt. Just a minute. Sagati, I see what you're doing. You don't want other people to be there. You want to start another drama. Yeah, so this is the excuse that Sagati gave when she was basically telling people not to come there. I don't know as who, because that is exactly what you were doing, Sagati. In short, that is what you were doing. Let me play that part to get to hear why. This.
And also the guy in the well was complaining. He called me, was like, I feel like my life is in danger now. I'm sorry for using that word. The guy was telling me, like, it's not appropriate. I'm inside the well and someone is doing video coming down. What if they fall on me? It's dangerous, by the way. That's what I mean by life being in danger. So it's good to consider some things when doing something for views. It's good to be considerate. So let's continue.
I personally believe that Sagati, you're being selfish and greedy. Of course, you're learning from Mura Senso, because Mura Senso would tell the YouTubers in Grandma's home that no, you cannot film, you cannot upload until I upload. You know, I have to get maximum views. And don't forget that they were in equal grounds, because if you were doing it from your heart, you should not be controlling even the views. Who is supposed to be filming, who is not. Just like what happened to Gintu. Gintu went there. I'm not saying that was morally right, but at the same time, I'm like, Mura Senso, that is not your father's home. That is not your mother's house. Why should you take someone to court because they went to a neighbor's property? That is exactly what Sagati is doing. Like, she's basically complaining that there's a YouTuber who went to the borehole, filmed someone digging the borehole, and that can be dangerous because this and that. And I'm like, yeah, that could be true. But why can't you address it behind the scenes? Of course, you have to come on camera so that the donors, the subscribers, the fans can cancel that person. Sagati, I believe that you're someone who is supposed to be uplifting people, considering your situation. Should YouTube be out of the picture, can you imagine what will happen to your life? Respectfully, I'm saying that because I really hate when I see people coming out here to cancel another person for just simple things. Honestly, that is being so selfish. Priska Sagati, it's like firing someone, like making sure that they stop working and they have a family back home. It could be true what you're saying, but I'm just like, why come out here and say it on camera? Because of course, the people watching you guys will know exactly who you're talking about, and they will unsubscribe. They'll stop supporting them. You never know where people are coming from. Maybe this is everything to someone else. Why would you do that, Sagati? I believe that was so selfish of you. I've never seen something like that. Like, now you're being bossy, like your boss, Mura Senso. What are you trying to achieve when you come out and cancel people? Sagati. I don't intend to be mean, but I'm just like, even you're at Grandma's for content, for views. Why would you want someone else to be cancelled? Because of your rumors. Because if you don't come out here with evidence, that is rumors. I think she went on a rant. I can't remember what else. Let me play something else. This could be justified, but for you to come out here and tell someone that, oh, this one said, oh, you are filming in the borehole, you could have caused an accident. You know that person that you are addressing. Why don't you find that person in private? Because you want to be the only person in that construction site at Grandma's home. You want to be the only person benefiting. That is why when I was reacting on Chacha Tales Daniel's drama, I said Sagati must have been behind the drama, because this girl is so vile, but very smart to make sure that people does not know that other side of her. Because of course, she came out here, reconciled the cousins, beautiful. But the negative things that you do out here, what about that? Guys, let me play that part and we move to something else. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've liked the video. I really appreciate. Sagati, where are you? I'm supposed to play that part. Or should we ignore?
dangerous, by the way. That's what I mean by life being in danger. So it's good to consider some things when doing something for views. It's good to be considerate. So
what are you doing, Sagati? You're also doing content at grandma's home for views. Or you're being careful compared to the other people.
Someone I saw posting video saying we have found water, and I was like, yo, sometimes it's good to be truthful to yourself, and when even doing videos, yes, you're doing it for clickbait and views, but it's good to consider the fact that people are watching and they'll be like, Priska is here saying there is no water, and you're here saying there is water. Yeah, so it's good to consider both things, and you ask yourself, why should I lie for views? Yeah, it's not appropriate. So because people are asking me, Priska, but you're saying there is water.
How do we know that you're telling the truth, Sagati? Because you've not come out here and showed us the borehole. Is it a borehole or a well? I think it's a well, right? There's difference between the two. Sagati, without you coming out here with the evidence of the well we get to see, you're out here on a smear campaign. I don't know, probably you're fighting with that other YouTuber, because the way she was speaking on that guy, I was like, oh, Sagati. Sagati, of all the people, you should be someone that understands that you should not be messing with other people's, cup of tea or bread or something, because you never know this space, you never know people's situation. I felt for that guy, because I saw that village, majority of them, they're just about fighting for donors, donations, subscribers. It's a mess. Let's move to something else. That was it about Sagati. But I love, Sagati, that you expose Marwa when it comes to the construction. Eh? I love that. Thank you. But next time, I believe that you should be supporting your fellow, not countrymen, but your fellow villagers, because we see that background, just like where we come from. I'm just like, we have Rosio already, making sure that there is no one that benefits. Eh? Making sure that she's out here canceling people. We'll get to that, but I'm like, Sagati, just like being one of the other parasites, because Rosio came out here and called you, the entire village, parasites. You should be supporting each other. Just the way you reconciled those cousins is the way you should extend your kindness to every other person there. Just saying. Enough of the preaching, guys. Just saying. Pamela, thank you for tuning in. Hello to you too. Who else? I think I saw Antoinette. You said that they played dirty with Jew, but he's hard nut to crack. Thank you, Antoinette, for tuning in. John P., you said that so when Jew returns to the village next year to build his vacation home on that land, is he thinking that Raw will uproot? By then, I really want to know how long the hay will last. Is it like maize or is it different? Anyone with that information? Let me Google very fast, because that is a very valid point. How long does guys, I hope you've liked and not get tired reminding you. It's generally oh 2 to 3 cuttings of hay per year. So it's supposed to last at least 2 years. That's a very interesting point. I didn't think about that, guys. We are still talking about the hay in Jamaican uncle's land. Can you imagine? It will last for 2 years in that land. Jamaican uncle is supposed to be back, do the construction, but Rosio does not care, because she's too lazy. Too lazy to go to a distance of 10 minutes from the villa. She decides to come out here and inconvenience the gullible Jamaican uncle. Guys, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Let's I don't know if you can hear me. Kindly confirm. Guys, kindly confirm if you can hear me. I'll really appreciate, because I am tired now. I'm sorry about that. There was a power outage and I'm now back. There was power outage and I just spent some money, a lot of money buying from a mobile network. If you're a Kenyan, you understand Safaricom. By the time that I was done buying, the power is back, the Wi-Fi is back, and I'm like, oh my God. The Kenyan government, you just deal with us from left, right, and center. And we really thought that of all the countries like Kenya, kind of reliable compared to other countries in Africa. But now I think it's the worst, especially if you live from another place in the country apart from Nairobi. Because in Nairobi, anytime that there is power outage, there are complaints. Everyone is complaining. And the government is very keen on that. They'll not play those games. But where I stay, I'm like, it's too much, too much. Every maybe 2 hours, power outage. I'm not complaining. It's better than nothing. But at the same time, I'm like, the government, can you stop it? Stop it. Now, let's move to Rosio in Marwa'S video. This is what happened, guys. You see that guy on the screen? That it's too much. You just reminded me about a video by Rosio. I'm talking about Cecilia. There's a video, not Rosio, but deemwango. I think we'll close with that. Let me even write it down so that you can also you can also laugh. It was so funny for me. Did you see the dive that Madam D did? If you watched my previous video, you know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you guys, anytime that I really want to laugh, I just go to deemwango's video and laugh. That is so funny. That is, I don't think there's anything that will ever top that when it comes to Nyabwanze shenanigans. Deemwango, you made me laugh. Anyway, Passage Finder, thank you so much for tuning in. You said that most of Africa is like that, I think. Yeah. But there are some countries which are worse. Yeah. But we move. What can we do? By the way, Kuya, I believe that you're talking about Jamaican uncle. It seems that there is a lot that went down. Of course, I always repeat this, but I did a reaction on that. The way Jamaican uncle left that villa, Mura Senso basically complained, not complaining, but rather apologizing for ignoring Jamaican uncle. I believe that there is something that went down. I agree with you, Kuya. Thank you for tuning in. Frozen again. Guys, can you hear me? Vico Real Space, thank you so much. Tembe Mosia, thank you for tuning in. Good afternoon to you too. Guys, kindly confirm if you can hear me. Where is Ju? Ju left to the US. Ju left to the US. Can you be serious, Cecilia? There was power outage. Oh my God. Good afternoon to you too. Guys, I'm waiting for you to confirm if you can hear me well and clear. We can hear. Thank you so much, Lady D, for the conversation, for the updates, for the heads up. But then that is what I was trying to remember. Peter, you said that, but Rosio knows the tingo. Thank you for tuning in, Peter. Yeah, so guys, I was updating you on Rosio. There's this guy on the screen. He has been at the villa, I think, for 1 month, 1.5 months. That is so long. Considering that, of course, you know, anyone that stays in that villa, I believe that they work for free. You work for the food that you're being given together with the accommodation. And this is what happened. I don't know what's wrong with Mura Senso. I really don't understand that man. Because apparently, Rosio went to Mura Senso to complain to him that, I guess that was some pillow talk or just a conversation behind the scenes. Mura Senso complained to, no, Rosio complained to Marwa that I don't want these parasites, these specific parasites, because all of them in that villa are parasites on Rosio's eyes. So I guess Marwa was like, okay, what can we do? Should he leave this and that? But apparently Rosio had confronted this guy on the screen, telling him that, I don't want you here, you've overstayed. That can be subjective, considering, for me, I believe that we've seen this guy working, even at Rosio's project when she was planting the hay today. This guy was doing work for free there. After you've been embarrassed on camera, I don't understand you. Anyway, Rosio confronted this guy, but I don't know what's wrong with Marwa. Marwa came on camera, called this guy, and told the world in front of this guy that Rosio has been asking, why have you not left? And at the same time, I'm like, Rosio, you've been seeing this guy working for free. You never tell him to stop working and go home. You use this guy to work for free for you with zero compensation. Of course, I know this guy was supposed to have left. What are you doing for 1.5 months, honestly? But of course, as I said, I'll not be harsh on anyone out here because we never know people's situation. But at the end of the day, of course, you cannot overstay on someone's home for that long. Especially when we are talking about Rosio. Because Rosio has openly come out here and told people that I don't like black people. Unless you're Marwa and you're rich like Marwa, that is when I can tolerate you. But for any other parasites, I don't want to see you. So I don't understand when I see some people still going there. Anyway, as I said, I'll not judge, but I'll judge. Why do you stay there for more than 1.5 months? But at the same time, I'll still judge Rosio and Marwa because you overused this guy, you overworked this guy, working for you for free. I believe that he already paid for the accommodation and food. Number two, I believe that this conversation was supposed to be behind the scenes. If you've not seen this clip, of course, you're wondering like neotrends, what are you talking about? Let's play it. We have the time out here. Rosio is so mean. I'm now disliking her because I usually don't care. We come out here, guys. I know even you guys. We come out here, react, and that is it. Unless when it's something to do with children rights, when Gitiriba is going around impregnating young girls, that is when we take it personal. But when it comes to these people shenanigans, we come out here, get entertained, and we move. But this time around, I was like, oh my God, Rosio, what is your problem? You're so mean. You even forget that you come from the junkyard. You had nothing going on with your life. You come to Africa, someone improves your life, but you forget where you came from. You feel like you're on that. Anyway, let me play the receipts before I rant.
Fadela TV guys. Yes, Fadela speaks very quickly. Sometimes, hey, my wife was asking, haven't you had enough stay?
You can see Rosio's long face and long everything behind the scenes. Guys, can you see her? Do you remember when Ginto came out here and said that anytime Rosio is pissed, everything will be long. Everything becomes long. Extension of everything. You can see her behind the scenes, being mean as always. Of course, I don't rubbish that. She has a right of letting in and letting out anyone that she wishes. But it's, I've always said, everyone says that it's not what you say, it's about, no, it's not what you say, but how you say it. Rosio, you're so flat out mean on these guys. Same to Marwa. Marwa, you came out here and said that you were sleeping with goats. Have you forgotten? Why do these people enjoy? They really enjoy humiliating people on camera. I don't like that, honestly. Let me know what you think, but I personally don't like people that humiliate other human beings on camera, especially when you come from a humble background. I'll not drag Mura that much when it comes to this because I believe Mura Sensor is people's person. But of course, Marwa is, I don't know, maybe Marwa has become feminine energy, influenced by Rosio. Marwa does not have a stand. Rosio will tell Mura, gaslight Mura, manipulate Marwa to dislike his own people, and Marwa does not have the balls to say, no, you're wrong, you're mean. He does not. Same to deemwango. Deemwango will sway Mura's opinion. I believe Marwa is one weak man, and that is why Lady D, I see your comments. And that is why Marwa is out here with no stand. Why bring it on camera? Can't you confront your wife behind the scenes? Because she has become too powerful than you? Anyway, let me play.
Jitete.
Yes.
GTT is defend yourself. Marwa told this guy that Rosio has been saying, are you not, is it not enough for you? Have you not overstayed? Something along those lines. My wife has been asking, is it not, oh my God. Let me replay that part. I'm sorry, guys, but I was in my feelings. I don't know for what. I really hate when people humiliate other people in public.
Fadela TV guys. Yes, Fadela speaks very quickly. Sometimes, hey, my wife was asking, haven't you had enough stay?
Yeah, that is what I was looking for. My wife has been asking, haven't you had enough stay in my villa, the junkyard diva, in my villa? And proceeded to tell the guy, jitete, meaning defend yourself.
Yes, I was planning to move.
Oh, you already talked? I am here, I'll give you transport at least. But now you must be a rich. So where are you going now?
Going back to Eldoret.
Have you achieved what you came for?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
You talk with Susan?
I talked to her that time when she called me, but she assured me that she will help me as from next year.
Speak loud.
I talked to her.
Yes. First introduce yourself and people know who you are and why you're here and a little bit until now you're leaving soon.
Yes. Hello guys, my name is MJ_Gideon. My official name is Gideon Olocho.
Yes, but yes. MJ_Gideon
is my YouTube channel.
Yes, I wanted you to say that.
Yes. So I came from Eldoret, coming here to Nyaboanze to iammarwa's home.
Yes,
to
guys.
seek for help for education fee.
Yeah, so without playing the receipt for so long, that is basically the story. Do I agree that people should be going to people's home to seek help, this and that? It's up to people. I might not agree with it, but once you welcome someone into your home willingly, Mura says so, no one forced you. When I believe that when you want them out, of course I understand this guy is supposed to know by himself that he was supposed to have left, but at the same time I believe Mura Sensei was supposed to confront him, or the parasite in the background being mean and everything becoming low. You were supposed to confront this guy behind the scenes. Let me continue playing it. Let me skip that part. But the guy was basically explaining.
How do you feel? Should I talk to my wife to keep staying here?
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Marwa, I'm even tired. Marwa is basically asking the guy, should I talk to Rosio to allow you to continue staying? Because, of course, it's up to Rosio. The girl came without a lotion, but is now, should Rosio leave, of course, without the villa? but now owns the villa. Marwa, you don't have a say? Or were you just creating content out of this poor guy? Like, should I speak to Rosio to allow you to continue staying? But you say that your wife asked you behind the scenes about this guy. Were you not supposed to address it back then? Anyway.
You know, all we fear is sometimes we help people and then they go and say, whoa, those people.
Yeah, not like that.
Yeah, but Gideon, you are very hardworking.
Yes.
One day, Gideon, I gave him 3,000 because he was very hardworking. Talk to my wife, she accepts.
So, Marwa, you are afraid that some people will come stay there and abuse you or insult you later? When did you realize that? Because apparently this guy has been there for 1 month. When did you realize that some people will get out of your villa and go and insult you? Of course, for no reason, but I'm just like, why now? And of course, it's so valid for you to feel that way now, but what is the point of doing it on camera? Is it for views? Is it just to embarrass someone? Because I strongly believe that the parasites very pissed off behind the scenes and Muras and so love, like they get some satisfaction humiliating people on camera. I really believe so. Mistreating people. They get some satisfaction, especially when it comes to Rosio.
You can stay here. Me at this point.
We and he, we already talked, and me and you, we already talked as well. So
Okay.
please don't make jokes of me in front of.
No, I'm not joking.
Hey. I believe so. Thank you so much, Peter Mwasia, for tuning in. I agree with you. I think that is what even made me like feel some type of way when it comes to that. The appearance of the guy, he seems disturbed, depressed for whatever reason. But on top of that, these people humiliating him on camera. Of course, you had Rosio. Marwa telling the guy that I don't have a problem with you sticking around. But Rosio went in very quick. We already talked about it. Stop making jokes on me. Was Marwa joking, Rosio? Yeah, you could be the wife. Huh? Illegitimate wife, 50-50 ownership of the property. But of course, according to Kenya, you own nothing there, Rosio. You only own what you contributed towards, but you came there when the villa was there. Anyway, I'm just saying, if it was 50-50, Edmura Senso is basically giving you his side of the story, his side, his point of view. How is that jokes? Because I don't know if you heard Rosio is basically telling Marwa that stop joking on me. Eh? Don't bring your jokes in my villa.
I'm saying he can talk to you. If you accept, he can stay 100%. Me, I don't have a problem.
But I believe that, guys, I don't know what you think about that. Let me know in the comments in the live chat section. But why do I believe that Marwa did this intentionally? Like to pin Rosio against the viewers. But of course, those viewers, I don't know their problem. They were siding. Anyway, this is subjective. But can you imagine your husband, your significant other, basically telling people that, me, I don't have a problem. This is my house. I did it by myself. And I don't have a problem when you guys, my subscribers, come out here to stay with us. It's Rosio was a problem with you guys. I would also be so pissed if I was Rosio, because you're basically telling people that I'm the one who does not like people. And this is so deep, guys, considering Rosio's past. You remember when she was in South Africa, we will never get tired referring to that video. Rosio came out and told people that, guess what? Guess what? If you're not aware, I don't like Black people. I don't feel some security, security-wise around Black people. No, I'm so happy that I'm in South Africa. I'm surrounded by white people. That is not the only incident. What else did Rosio say? What else? There's a lot. came out here, called people parasites. And there's also another incident. Like she has made it super, super clear that she does not like Black people. And of course, for her to come out here with this statement and Mura Senso to hit the nail, add some injury in the situation, basically telling people that personally, me as Mura Senso, who worked so hard to have this space, I don't have a problem seeing people around. I want them around. It's Rosio. That is so wrong. To be super, super honest, because you're supposed to be in one page at least, or at least pretend that you don't know my side of the story. Like you don't know what I want when it comes to people coming around. But for Mura Senso to put that in a public platform, I saw a few people bragging Rosio, like, hey, Rosio, you really don't want people, but you go to people's homes. Because I saw there's a young boy, a neighbor's child. Someone sent some donations, clothes, and Rosio went to their home to create content, of course. That is the problem. It doesn't matter whether you go there for 2 or 3 days. Not 2 or 3 days, but 2 or 3 hours. You're in someone else's home, another Black person's house. They don't have a problem with you. Why should you have a problem with them? Why do you want an appointment when you just go to your neighbor's home without an appointment? Why? Anyway, let's continue because it was not the only part.
No, me, I want this house to be for our family.
Aye.
Me, I want this house to be our family. Of course, anyone watching them, we also agree that we have our homes for our family. We also welcome neighbors. This is Africa. I understand Rosio might not understand the dynamics of Africans being welcoming. But for you, Rosio, to shout that behind the scenes, you can see the guy. Just look at this guy. Very sad. For you, Rosio, to not see that is being mean on camera, Mura Senso is on the wrong already for filming these parts. But you, Rosio, as the boss lady, as you call yourself, you should have done better. Oh my God, what's it?
Yeah, thank you. At least 1 month and a half.
Yes, I really appreciate
And were you eating here in the evenings?
Yes. I was sitting here.
Oh my God. Rosio. Hey, thunder strike your brains. What does Coco Mama say? May thunder, may lightning scatter your brains. That is so mean. Guys, Marwa asked this guy, were you eating in the evenings? Because it seems he was not allowed to eat during the day. This is what Rosio said, more than enough. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is so mean. More than enough. Let me play again, guys. I don't know if you'll hear. Let me put the volume on maximum. I hope I don't mess your ears. But let me put it on maximum and be very keen on what Rosio says.
I was sitting here.
Yeah, thank you. At least 1 month and a half.
Yes, I really appreciate
And were you eating here in the evenings?
Yes. I was sitting.
Oh my God, did you hear? And were you eating here over the evening? Rosio said more than enough. Like this guy was overeating or something. More than enough. Rosio, thunder scatter your brains. You're so mean. I don't know if you're mean like this in your country. I don't know if it's about our people or something. I don't understand, but that is so mean. I might be laughing, feeling like okay, but I feel like, oh my God, that is being so inhuman.
Yeah, thank you. At least 1 month and a half.
Yes, I really appreciate
And were you eating here in the evenings?
Yes. I was sitting.
She could not even let the guy finish the statement. More than enough. And were you eating here over the evening? More than enough. Guys, what do you think about that? A black man in black clothes treats their own people badly. That is so sad, huh? But even if someone tells you that maybe at your workplace, your neighbor this and that, you still feel some type of way, but you came to the villa. I'm not saying this guy is 100% correct. Went to the villa, was welcomed. No one forced you, Mura Senso, to welcome him, was welcomed, created an audience on YouTube. But of course, when Rosio and Marwa come out here to embarrass him, call him out, this and that on camera, do you know what will happen? People will unsubscribe. But can you imagine you're being told you've been eating more than enough on camera in front of the audience that you've built for more than 1 month? How embarrassing is that? Guys, I'd love to know what you think about that because I'm shocked. I don't even know what to say beyond that. He should have, yeah. And the way she came out and told people that, oh, I came to Africa for a reason. What was the reason? What was the reason? Yeah? To humiliate people? Yeah. Well, guys, let's move on because Carrie, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, by the moment the Muzungu came to the villa, that is when Mura Senso was left without any, you know what. But the inferiority complex can be really a big problem because, anyway, let me not go there because, anyway, I just wanted to say the way Marwa will allow to be treated by these people, you know what I mean? You'd think that is the one benefiting from this situation more than the other one. That can be controversial. Let me just leave it at that. But inferiority complex will make you be mistreated by someone that should not even have a seat on your table. No? Ashash, you said that if you say nothing to them, they'll be there. I don't know what you think about that, but I personally believe that I'm sorry guys, but I personally believe that Marwa is different with compared to Rosio when it comes to hosting people. Anyway, he's an African, maybe has that Africanism in him because, guys, especially when we are in the village, but when we are in the town, you'll never see someone knocking without maybe notifying you that I'm coming over this and that. But in the villages, oh my God, there's always a joke if you don't come from Kenya. I know Kenyans will agree with me. There's always a joke over the holidays, most of December, we always go to our villages. You know, and before we go, maybe around 20th December, when people are starting to leave, they over in the internet, most of the people are like, oh my God, I'm now going to drink a lot of tea. What will I do? Because this is what happens. When I go home, maybe I've not been at home maybe for 5 months or so, I will drink tea in the entire village. Maybe you go and greet this one, they have to prepare tea for you. Like that one, like that way. If you don't go and see most of the people, they'll feel like, oh my God, now you're growing some wings, you've gotten some small money, you don't want to greet people. We are just different. You know, maybe we are beating Rosio so much. Maybe she does not understand WhatsApp. Benjamin Hamilton, thank you for tuning in. I hope I've acknowledged all of you before we continue. Peter Mwasia. I think this is the first time I'm reading your name. Thank you so much for tuning in. Very nasty, very nasty.
Sitting here. There.
Yeah, and again, you've achieved what you came to look for.
Yes.
One day, if you become president, don't forget about me, please. Yeah, let's go. Or don't forget about my son. Maybe I will not be around. At least Maisha will be around. Felix, this is Felix, hardworking guy.
Right there, I feel like Marwa was throwing Rosio under the bus. What do you mean? Maisha will be there. What about the parasite? Will she not be around? Anyway, and at the same time, just showing people that side of Rosio. Maybe he does not care. Maybe even Marwa himself is so tired of that parasite. Who knows? Because I'll never put someone I love on camera and show people their negative side because, of course, there are loud ones like janitaries. She'll feel like this was okay, everything was okay about this, but people with brains that watch Marwa, I'm very sure that there are some people in his camp that felt some type of way, the way Rosio treated and talked to that guy. Because I don't think that Rosio told him to now leave. It's time. I know the guy is not supposed to be told to leave. He is supposed to know that it's time. It's time to leave. But I don't believe that Rosio told him to leave and he refused. You know, if Rosio had told him behind the scenes and the guy refuses to leave, that is when it would be like, oh my God, you're too much. But when Rosio tells you that on camera without even giving you a chance, anyway, today I'm saying anyway a lot. What is happening? So, oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Cecilia, you really support me. I'd even forgotten to request you guys to subscribe to my other channel. Guys, kindly subscribe to my other channel. I'll really appreciate. The name is African Village Culinary. I might change the name. I might change what I upload there, but just subscribe. I might even bring my personal life there. But then it might get interesting. Kindly subscribe. Will you be interested to, to get to know Neo more than this? Like I expose myself. I might start doing that, by the way. Let me see. Let me see if some of you are already subscribing. No one is subscribing, or all of you have already subscribed, guys. Kindly subscribe. Can I put the link down here? Or you want to subscribe later after this live stream? Guys, I really appreciate. And I really mean this. I want to, anyway, let me not gas up myself and then I don't do that here. That is the name. Thank you so much for that message, Cecilia. Alice, thank you for tuning in. You say that what a pity. I guess her days are getting numbered. Or maybe she's pregnant because that energy, Rosio, it's not normal. Yeah, because of course, Cecilia, you guys don't know anything about me. You just know my small corner. But some of you do. So I'm planning to bring behind the scenes. Of course, if you subscribe and let me know what you want to see. Because honestly, guys, I stay at a very interesting place. Interesting. You guys are not even buying my plea. You're not subscribing. Oh my God. Guys. But I hope you'll subscribe later. I really appreciate. I don't want to take a lot of your time. I would have pulled the link in the live chat section, but when you go to the description box, you'll see the link to the other channel. Josephine, you said that Marwa will go for real Muzungu. Gracie Griffins, you said that Roro understand having a full house and family and friends celebrating and portraying like that, like what she did in Argentina, or maybe, because there's always been a rumor out here that the mom does not like black people, and of course, you know, they are on their way. According to Rosio, they'll be coming very soon. And of course, for her not to piss off the Argentinian family, she has to get rid of black people as much as she can. You know, kick them out. Do some cleaning. That's a strong term. You know, make sure that they are not around. Thank you so much for subscribing to my other channel, guys. Corinne, thank you. Guys, is that enough? Let me see.
Yeah, Felix, just take YouTube slowly.
That is the fridge, guys. I think it's two-door fridge. And I think Rosio wants to have her cake and no, Rosio wants to Rosio wants to have a cake and eat it too because like that fridge you see they are opening, that comes from the people that contracted that villa, Rosio. You know, Rosio came so recently, she does not have the background of these shenanigans. She does not understand what's up. Just running around humiliating people. Anyway, what else can she do? Rosio, what else can you do out here? I think I also wanted to share something else. I think we can call it a day from that. We can talk about that tomorrow. Reaction will still continue. So there's no need to take a lot of your time. Let me call it a day right there. Let me play something funny before we call it a day. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. Kindly check out my other channel. Please subscribe to my other channel. I'll really appreciate it. The link is in the description box below. And let me know that you came from this other side. I always say that you don't have to enjoy what I upload there. Just subscribe, you know. I want to get to 1,000 because I just saw the total views that I've gotten from that channel. It's more than 20,000, and you know how much how much I would have been paid if I had 1,000 subscribers. Not a lot, guys, but at least better than nothing. So, guys, it will really mean a lot if you subscribe to that other channel. So, for entertainment purposes, let me play this part by deemwango. And of course, without forgetting, guys, thank you so much for my moderators. Really do a lot out here.
Slow melting.
And I forget to
Fishless.
request
This is
people
totally
to
worth the trip.
subscribe
This
to
is
my
what
other
made me feel
channel.
like enough being at
This
home. I
one,
have to come here.
thank you so much. My live chat again. Every time that I'm on a live, you make sure that you're out here to support your girl. Your presence does not go unnoticed.
Good morning,
Really,
guys.
really appreciate you so much.
This is so beautiful.
So much, so much. So let me play these guys. If there's something that has been entertaining me the all of this week, is it the whole of this week? I think from last week, is this video by deemwango. Let me play it as we call it a day. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. You're free to leave, but of course, if you want to laugh, if this is funny to you, of course. But if you watched my previous video, you must have seen this one.
So let's go, guys.
Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. But that was so funny. I don't know if she did that intentionally, but you don't dive like that. Oh my God. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I'll see you. Bye. I thought, uh, did you delete? Someone commented something that I wanted to pin. Imagine. By the way, that's so funny. Talking about the fridge, they are buying a very huge fridge that cannot be powered by solar panels. You don't have electricity. Why would you? Why do you need to overburden your subscribers? Because guess what, guys? A subscriber bought that fridge, a black one for that matter, Rosio, and you'll be coming out here and saying that you don't like them. Okay, I understand you. You like what they give you, but you don't like them as a person. Someone said that I should replay. Let me do that because, guys, I'm telling you, anytime that I just want to laugh at work, I get my earphones and play that, but I'm laughing.
So let's go, guys.
Who jumps like that? Guys, let me see you in the next one. I really appreciate your presence. Bye. Bye, guys. Take care. Oh my God.